And I'm excited to see, this team here of Mack and Knic as well too. I mean, we talk about Monihalla and Ski, and just to kind of explain how this works. I know we're looking at the clans here, and everybody's not in Spirit Realm. Well, this is a 2v2 in-house where you are allowed to bring in an external member to participate with you and alongside you to play in this this tournament. So that's why Skixex brought in his buddy Monihalla. That's a big opponent. That's a big teammate to bring in for these tournaments here. And likewise, Knic has brought in an honorary member of Mack here to play alongside with him. But let's get straight into the action here, folks. We're seeing that already. We're seeing Ski down on the bottom of the stage here. Mack trying to make it back onto stage. Barely does, though. Knic trying to create some opening for his teammate, but fades away in the distance and falls off. And now that we're seeing it here, we're seeing that the blue team is starting off with a lead.
Right, we're seeing that right now Monihalla getting back on stage after the ground pound, a little bit of off-stage action there. Skixex is still on the first stock and gets punished with the sidelight nair by Knic. So Knic still holding their own on the second stock. Mack with a nice landing Sair. Skixex in red at 167 damage. So red team has stage control right now. They are down a stock, and that will take out Skixex's first stock. And a nice axe move to really take out the second stock. So slightly ahead, but Knic is the team stock right now, 79 damage, 107. So you are a little bit behind in that regard, but it is very much a close game, and Knic's not going to make it back.
And what a stock to take. Definitely changing the pace of this game, because I was just about to say, the red team is looking really strong to start off this game number one, to fight off of this beast of a team of Monihalla and Skixex. But there we see, that's Knic losing his second stock, played such a crucial role of this really set this first game here. It's still doable for the red team, but they're going to have to lock in. They're going to have to take off Skixex to bring the stocks a little bit more even here, folks. 170 damage here to Skixex stock, 182 now, racking up the damage. You're seeing Mack is he's trying to manhandle Money. He's trying to keep him at bay. He gets a ground pound, gets a knockout, and just like that, it's an even game. Even stocks, gets a D-Lock, gets a Sair, and the red team is back in it. They're back in it to play. And I want to give a little bit of a kind of insider information of this red team here. Before this tournament, they were practicing and I heard that they gained like over 200 plus elo as a team. They were improving in the rank queue. I think they hit top 500 as a team here, but is that enough to beat a team like Monihalla and Skixex in a best of 5? Mainly Monihalla. I mean, we know who Monihalla is, but getting back to action, we're seeing that Skixex was able to get the knockout on Mack here. Knic on the ropes. Monihalla is looking to get him out, but Knic slides away. He's able to make it back. He gets hit by the recovery, sends him up into heavens. Monihalla is hunting. He wants him dead. He wants him gone, but Skixex gets the knockout. It's a 1v2, folks, but Mack's goal, all he needs to do, if he gets out Monihalla here, he gets a clean 1v1, and that can definitely be doable. Right. You see, he's building up damage onto Skixex. He's playing this 1v2 very smart. He's trying his best not to get hit. He picks up his lance. He's trying to build up more damage. 137 on Money, 131 on Skixex. He's the most healthiest on the field. But Monihalla here, such an amazing player. Looking to get the knockout still. 130 damage. Everybody's the same amount of health. But Mack in this 1v2, and he's fighting for his life. Skixex with the friendly fire. Oh my goodness, what a Sair! Sends him over to the right side. Down
D-Sig will do it.
And oh my goodness, game number one going towards the blue team. Jaguar, what are your thoughts about that game?
That was a lot closer than I was expecting it to be. Mack put up a really good fight. Mack and Knic really did put up a good fight, holding out to the very end. Like, even though 1v2s are very tough to win against good opponents, really just putting up a solid effort to make it exciting all the way to the very end. So give it a really good shot for effort. I think if they could avoid losing stocks earlier, then definitely there's a chance to take a game here and even up things.
100%. I gotta agree with that. I mean, you saw a really close game. I mean, at the start, like I mentioned, you saw that it was like the red team had a lead. And going into this one here, I mean, this game number 2, I'm expecting this one to be, a very close matchup between, these two teams. I'm expecting like a same last stock situation. Last hit situation, honestly, that came down to. But let's get into this one here. Let's see how this one kind of works out for us. Starting off, we're seeing that Knic is the most healthiest on the field, and oddly enough, Monihalla is he's making a swap over to the Vector here, which is, not a pick you really see in 2s, but I guess he wants to, oh my goodness, what a weapon throw. But the down stick, wait, he's back.
Wow, and Mack is not expecting Mack to make it back after that with sweating right below stage, but was able to get there with it with the dodge, and so everyone's still on the first stock, and there's Mack taking out their Monihalla, gets the NSYNC back on the stage. Whoa, and then a side air over. Knic gets with a side air. Monihalla catches the dodge. Knic working on the edge in 1v2. So Knic back on stage safely.
Skixex here.
All back, lose the first stock, but Monihalla and Skixex are really damaged. So we're going to see, like, Monihalla very high up, doesn't get punished for landing. No one's really in a position to do that.
Light.
And light will be enough.
It's not enough, actually. He does make it back somehow here.
200 damage. How does that happen? And then Mack well positioned for the ground pound after the dodge following the end light. So really solid teamwork by Knic and Mack to take the Monihalla stock.
Yeah, and that's
Mack is still tournament stock at 64, but Knic is very close to losing the stock.
Yeah. I mean, now that you're seeing, I mean, the red team, at a moment, they had the upper hand. But now we're seeing that Knic is going down to his second stock here. I mean, Mack maybe soon to go down to his last, to down to connection. Yeah, there we go. He's over on his last. At the moment there, in a brief moment, they had the lead. But the lead slipped away so quickly. I mean, and it was just really because they focused on Mack. They sent him down to his last stock. And now that we're seeing now with the blue team in the upper hand. But if this is anything like game number 1 here, folks, this can definitely go back in the favor of the red team. They just need to divide and conquer. They need to separate these two. They need to really hold Monihalla at bay and try to see if you can get out. Maybe, create a little bit of a loophole in the blue team right now. But you're seeing that Mack is fighting for his life off stage. He's able to make it back. Able to get the touch.
Weapon throw to interrupt the Zig.
Ooh, Monihalla.
That was really nice move. But Mack does need to play safe here because if Mack loses this stock, it's basically over for this game. Like,
Knic looking
not
for the
carrying
save.
a 2v1 with 2 stocks at disadvantage, and there went Mack stock. So let's see how things go there. I don't know what they're doing around there. Maybe just going for say I really don't know, but I think they still have the 2v1 in the bag. But let's just see how this one turns out.
Yeah, I mean, I think what really happened here was Monihalla went with his bow. He tried to get the nair off onto Skixex to save him because he was really low. I think he slipped or something. I don't know if he was lagging, whatever the case may be. But we do have a last stock position, but we're seeing that Knic is a really rough spot. 180 damage right now to Knic. 209 still somehow alive. The downside coming out. Monihalla here. Oh, isn't that Skixex lands with the Sair, gets the knockout, and just like that, folks, game number 2 also going to be going towards their favor. And what do you got to make of that game, Jaguar? What are your thoughts about this game, and really how the set's going to go so far?
Yeah, Skixex never seems to disappoint with new ways to incorporate a Mugi D-Sig. Like that weapon toss D-Sig was something. But yeah, absolutely, just a really solid performance, Monihalla and Skixex, apart from the second stock. But at that point, the game was already pretty much decided. But really, just solid, just forcing out team stock to really make it a 2v1 as quick as possible. And then those are going to, as I said, with against good opponents, it's very difficult to carry a 1v2. So it's very much something that Moni showed why Moni's a pro, and Skixex is also really showing off skill as well in this team. So it's a team dynamic as well.
Yeah, what I would say is even though Monihalla is playing in today's tournament alongside with Skixex, I mean, you're definitely seeing that Skixex is pulling his weight. It's not that, Monihalla is carrying him or anything of sorts. I mean, you look at the damage, 521 from Skixex, 559 coming in from Monihalla. I mean, the damage is there, of course, and they're both playing their part alongside as a team, but they're definitely pushing for those 2 1v1s. And I think if you're a team that you're going to try to see if you can fight off this team, if you want to get a game off of this team, synergy is going to play a huge part of trying to beat this team, I feel.
Yeah, well, Knic and Mack do have that synergy, so absolutely something that we've seen it with the team combos. They played together. It's really something they can have as an asset. Right now, we've got right now it's Monihalla who is there and already loses the first stock to recovery. Got really damaged very quickly, and so on the first stock, and Knic and Mack have not taken too much damage just yet. So Knic with the recovery there. Both Knic and Mack on Sphere, so Sphere has a lot of team combo potential, depending on how they use it, but right now, not too many situations. Mack doesn't connect with the ground pound. The Sair will connect. So still try to take Skixex's first stock, and it looks like that is going. Skixex gets a team. Skixex knocked out Mack. That's right.
Yeah. Well, looking at it right now, it seems like Monihalla is, I mean, he's over on the Vector Pig once again, but we did see that Ski swapped over to the Dart Maul. Gets the ground pound onto Knic. Is that enough? Wait, Mack with the save. Wait, never mind it there. Oh my goodness, Monihalla. You can't let that slip by Money, man. It doesn't slip by Money at all. He's right in the position to get that punish and to get that knockout and confirm that knockout. Oh my goodness, Skixex, does he have Mack on the ropes? Never mind, Mack makes it back. But you see there, Knic holding off Money, able to get that knockout onto him. Last stock position. Ski now gets the end sig and also ties it up. It's basically, it's easy even as can be. Knic on his second stock, now 116. Can he make it back though? He does. But really, I mean, the stocks are, I mean, it's obviously even with the stock tanks of the teams being Ski on, I mean, his second stock and Knic holding his second stock here. You're seeing Monihalla just using all of his options.
That could have been disastrous. Like avoiding that ground pound from Mack. Monihalla is in a bit of trouble. Does get back to stage there. Monihalla is the team. Now, Monihalla's the team stock here, so Monihalla really does not want to lose the final stock here and leave Skixex in a 1v2. But Monihalla on the edge and gets caught by D-Light Stare. Will not be enough there. Weapon throw. That, I think, will take it. And now they do have a 2v1 for the first time in the set. So Mack and Knic, let's see if they will convert this to the game win. So Skixex unarmed on the new stock, 16 damage. They are not getting many hits yet. No team combo off of that. Not able to punish the GC attack. Mack with an air. Still trying to play safe because the 2v1 is really in a good advantageous position for Mack and Knic. Is need to avoid having one of them get knocked out to make it. There's a Stare.
What a
nice spike to make it.
And just like that, they took a game, folks. They made the gods bleed. Mack and Skixex is still in this best of 5. And really, man, if you look at this the breakdown of the game, I mean, you saw that you saw a lot more, I would say, a lot more conquering and dividing. You saw them kind of try to, you know, force Monihalla to be that guy, to kind of be the one to drop first of the blue team. And then as soon as they got Monihalla out, they just was like, okay, you know what? We got this 2v1 in the bag. They did what they do best, and they got the win at the end of the day. And you see, they didn't go for any combos or anything of sorts, right? I mean, this is, like I said, a pretty new team. They haven't really been playing bunch 2s together besides today. But with the practice that they have, they know how to really play those 2 separate 1v1s. And that's what I think is, you know, it's going to help them out a lot, is if they can really divide and conquer this team of the blue team right now. And try to hold Monihalla at bay, and maybe, you know, you got to really create that kind of, you kind of tilt the scale in a sense. You really got to get one guy out first to really push for those 2v1s, and that's how you win it, just like we saw in that game number 3.
Skixex was side stake on the Mugi. Yeah, Skixex on the Mugi again. I was told that last game the Skixex was on Hattori, as you might have seen. This was actually on request. Skixex not going to make it back, though, and loses the first stock pretty quickly. So once again, Knic and Mack ahead. There's a well-placed Dare. Mack going really low, does make it back. Dare doesn't connect. Still playing around, but Monihalla is the one with 3 stocks. Skixex only has 2 stocks now, so is the team stock. Recovery not going to be enough to take out Monihalla. There's the GCD sig, and that will take out Monihalla's first stock.
And now you look at this now, the red team is looking like they have some sort of lead that they're building up on right now. Holding their first stocks here, very strong, looking to build up more damage onto the second right now, which is great. Oh, stopping that NC, great stuff coming in from Knic, man. But right now we're seeing here Skixex. Ooh, wait a minute. Oh, that actually caught Mack as well too, but Monihalla with the lance. Throws out the side stick, doesn't connect. What have you seen? Skixex is fishing for these knockouts, finally able to get out Knic, looking to get out Mack. Monihalla does so, and now we're seeing an even stock position, but Skixex is the most damage onto the field. The blue team, if they want to get their head back in the game a little bit, if they want to clean this one out in a 3-1, they need to try to see if they could, you know, really kind of, I don't know how would you think that the blue team would bring this one back here, Jaguar? What do you think that the blue team got to do?
They have to just build up damage, build up preferably on one of them to get to the 1v2 as soon as they can, and there's a side sig to take it out, and their ground pound to take out Skixex as well. So a double KO basically means that Monihalla and Skixex are now both on the last stock. Skixex already in yellow at 47, now 61. So they have to get some quick KOs on at least one of Knic or Mack.
Yeah, and you know, something I'm noticing from the red team is that they don't go for, like as I said, those long extended combos, but Knic just hits him, Mack also follows up off of them, and then Knic goes for a follow-up that he sees, you know, he can go for. And that's what they're going up for. They're playing the follow-up game, and it's been, you know, proving, it's been doing wonders for them right now. We're seeing Mack now go down to his last. Ski looking like he's about to be out of this game right now, but Monihalla gets the ground pound finally. Knic also going down to his last here, but the red team is with such a lead right now with the recovery. They take out Skixex, and now they got a 1v2 against Monihalla. Definitely the strongest player of the team. Dancing comes out, but that's not enough. We got a game 5. First game of today.
Game 5.
Game 5 in Jaguar. Well, how do you feel that set went? That game went. Sorry. What are your thoughts about that game?
That game went very well for the Knic and Mack. Really just building up damage. Like it's a bit of a difference from games 1 and 2, where it seemed like Moni and Skixex were able to really get a lot more damage. Like here, they seem to be building damage and getting. I wonder if it's really just trying to focus Skixex, but it didn't seem too much like that. Both teammates got hit pretty equally, so they weren't trying to go for the weaker play.
Yeah, 100% there. And I mean, now we're seeing that it's game 5 position. It's make it or break it here for
Monihalla. Mack was going for a very quick KO on Monihalla, and it did not connect. But no harm, no foul. They both make it back here.
Well, now
I saw they're out for blood.
Yeah, now you're seeing, I mean, you're seeing a double Umugi on the screen. And if you think, I mean, if this was any other tournament, you're seeing double Umugi in 2s, you would think that, hey, these are troll picks, but believe you not, these are their main picks. We all know Monihalla, the prodigy, the great sword prodigy as himself. And Skixex, I mean, he's him, man. He's the GOAT, he's a goated content creator. He loves to play Umugi as well. These are 2 great sword enthusiasts playing their mains here in a 2v2, and honestly, great sword in 2v2, not, a 2 great choice, I can't lie, but the way that the blue team has been playing, you see already they're able to get out Knic, we're seeing Monihalla gone, now Skixex gone, but Mack is now going to be the most, he's holding his first stock here pretty strongly, and looking to build up damage right now, and to kind of create a lead for himself here, in this game number 5. And you know, man, Skixex and Monihalla, they haven't dropped a game yet, like you mentioned at the start of this set here. To be going game 5 here, first set for today. That's really crazy, but to see now, this is, I guess, them locked in, and the red team is still going toe-to-toe with them. That's gotta be a feat for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Like it's tough. Like I can only think of very few people, like maybe 100 people or so, who would go toe-to-toe with Monihalla in a 1v1. So for Mack to go up toe-to-toe in the 2v2, like, that is some credit. Like, taking the game 5.
100%.
It's a really exciting set. Like, we're glad to see, like, as much action as we can get from this.
No, 100%.
Right now, we've got Skixex on team stock with 50%. So Skixex needs to play a bit cautiously, because I'm not sure Monihalla will be able to carry the 1v2 if it happens that way. And Monihalla losing a stock down to the final stock now. I think it's the only one with 2 stocks.
Well, 179 damage there, Jaguar. 179 damage.
179, that will be enough. Like that's what you get when you have like any great sword string on that. Once they have that amount of damage, it's a KO, and so now everyone on the last stock. Basically, Skixex and Mack, and whichever one gets knocked out first is likely going to lose the game and the set for the team. And Mack in trouble.
Down sig! That's enough! Put a down sig! Is it enough to take out Ski?
Equalize? Nope. Knic trying to get Skixex out really, really quickly, because this is going to be a difficult 1v2 to carry.
Yeah, you're seeing Monihalla, man. He's being the knight in shining armor, man. He's like, Skixex, stand back, bro. I will handle this problem, bro. I will take out Knic. I will get us the victory here. But Skixex, he's on the rope still. Great sword string comes out. Monihalla has Knic on the ropes with the weapon throw. Kind of saved him a little bit here. He's looking for the read. Goes for the side stick, but gets punished with the Seer. Monihalla looking for the edge guard. He's looking for the pogo. Hold up. Knic here. 186 now. Skixex, you see how he's playing? He's playing in the back lines. He says, Monihalla, handle my light work real quick for me. He gets his GCT light off. Yeah. Down stick here, perhaps? No, you see how cautious he's playing. Knic, he gets the end light off. He's hunting for Skixex. He wants to get the knockout, but the down stick
will take it. Game 5, like that.
A game. What a game! Oh my days! If I gotta say anything about that set, that was just spectacular. That was spectacular. I mean,
Absolutely.
we saw such an engaging set. It came down to last stock situation for, all of those games came down to last stock situation. And the performance for everybody was amazing. I can't lie.